Hey seniors!
Hey seniors!
Hello, AKPsi.
Hey seniors!
Hey seniors!
Hey class of 2020.
Hi, seniors.
Hi, seniors.
AKPsi class of 2020, what's up? What is up?
So first off, guys, congratulations on graduating. We're so proud of you.
I want to start off by saying congratulations everyone on graduating next month. I know how hard you guys have worked and it is just such a huge accomplishment, so congratulations.
Just wanted to say congratulations to the AKPsi class of 2020 and congratulations on joining the rest of us in the real world.
Congratulations, you deserve to celebrate. I hope everybody is having a fantastic time with family, with loved ones. I'm wishing everybody well and they're safe and healthy.
Wanted to say congratulations on your graduation. Obviously not the spring of senior year that you were expecting.
Big congratulations to the class of 2020. You guys did it. I know it's got to be pretty weird not being on campus for the remaining few months, but at the end of the day, it brings me a lot of comfort knowing that a majority of you were out there helping us celebrate as much as we were getting ready for graduation, almost as if it was your own.
I just want to say congrats on graduating. I know the cards might seem like they're stacked against you guys right now, but all you guys bring a lot more to the table than were voted on, let's say, when you were trying to get an AKPsi during the rush process there.
Congratulations on your upcoming graduation. I know things seem a little bit different right now, but please know that none of this diminishes how proud we are of everything that you have accomplished, but also how excited we are of everything that is still to come.
The circumstances are unfortunate, and it sucks that you guys didn't get to finish your senior year doing Slater races at grottos or daging now that the weather's getting better. But hopefully everyone's staying safe and making the most of the situation.
I know this semester probably wasn't what you guys envisioned for your spring semester. I'm really sorry about that. Been thinking of you guys nonstop, and I just can't wait to celebrate, squeeze you all when I get to see you and this is all over.
I am so sorry that your semester got cut short because of all of this. Keep up with those Zoom calls. Reach out to us if you guys need any support. I know that online classes probably aren't the easiest, so just keep pushing through and finish out the semester strong. And just know that you do have our support, especially going into the real world, which probably seems a little rushed.
I just want to remind you guys to cherish the memories you've had. I know maybe your senior year didn't end as you hoped it would or as you thought it would, but just never lose sight of the memories you did have and definitely continue to cherish them.
You should be so proud, and hey, don't let these last couple weeks ruin the last 4 years for you. I know this is a challenging time and your senior year is ending in the way you didn't expect it to. But that's okay. You still have the best experiences to look back on that will stay with you forever.
You guys are graduating into a world that nobody on this planet has ever seen before. While it might be scary, things will recover eventually and change is always good. So be excited to be pioneers and look for opportunities to capitalize on this situation.
I think that the scariest part ahead is not knowing what's next, right? Because every year since we can remember, we've had a new year of school to look forward to and to conquer. And that's all done now. School is over. And even though it can seem like that's a dark road, you're not sure where to turn, like what does come next, life has a great way of figuring itself out. Just keep pushing forward, do what you love. If you're not loving what you do, look for something else. There is tons of opportunities, and all of your alumni are here to help.
There's so many people you're literally never going to see ever again after your 4 years at Delaware, which is kind of hard to believe considering so many people you meet and come across during your time there. But you can definitely see whoever you want to see. It gets harder though because a lot of people end up in different cities, different work schedules. But a lot of people become more understanding of when you can't see them or things like that, just because everyone's trying to get accustomed to working a 9 to 5, maybe even longer for some people. And honestly, it's so tiring. I remember being completely drained when I first started on the weekends.
You could be the smartest person in any field, coding language. You could be the smartest person doing X plus Y equals Z. And if you're not somebody who is empathetic or somebody that people want to hang around and somebody who's manageable, it you're just shooting yourself in the foot and just hindering your own career progress.
Just really hit the ground running. AKPsi has really prepared you for taking on these new challenges that you face on going from being a student to working. Best thing that I did was really finding a mentor, find someone that can support you and any ideas that you want to bounce off of. Maybe an AKPsi brother that you just need as someone who can help you through those difficult times that you feel like you're facing a challenge.
Wherever you begin working, to find a role model, someone who has the work ethic that you want to have, someone who has the knowledge that you want to have, and someone who just does the work that you want to do. Try and make them your mentor. Try and learn as much as you can from them. That's how you'll get to where you want to be. And I think that's really what I did when I started. And it made me be so much more confident in my position, just having that person to really kind of bounce ideas off, to learn from, and to just grow with.
Adjusting to your first job might not always be easy. And if it's anything like mine, I'm sure you'll run into your fair share of obstacles. Whether it's a really tough assignment or manager, long hours, tech issues, travel delays, or anything else, it might not always go as planned. But as you all know, people are always paying attention to how you conduct yourself. I found that when you first start and are focused on learning and helping out in any way that you can, bringing a positive attitude that makes your coworkers laugh or smile makes you a valuable member of the team, regardless of your seniority, and it makes you someone they want to work with in the future.
Don't be afraid to use your network. Keep in touch with those who you are graduating with, as well as those who you might be leaving behind at UD, as well as don't be afraid to reach out to any of the alumni that are in whatever city or town that you're going to. We have a large base of alumni all over New York, DC, Philly, Boston. So don't be afraid to expand your network and get to know some people who were in your shoes just a few years ago.
Lean on your friends, your family, your brothers now as you go through these new experiences, just as you did in college, and you look to your friends and your family to help you make decisions or help you navigate certain circumstances. You can do the same as you either join the workforce, you head off to grad school, or whatever it is.
Continuing to be a well-rounded, educated person, I think reading as much as possible, staying abreast with kind of current events, markets, just being a knowledgeable person on your industry and just the world in general is going to play an important role in how people perceive you, both at work and in your life in general.
Going into your roles, you definitely want to create your brand and create it as early as possible. Identify what separates you from the group and take that and run with it. Doing that will help you not only grow to the next level, but also help you establish your career.
Be eager. You are starting these new roles and these new jobs because they know that you can perform it well, so show them that you can do it even better. Be open and be flexible to reach assignments, maybe joining new teams or even new locations. Showing that you are willing to be flexible will really take you far when it comes time for promotions or also for new role considerations. And you never know where those opportunities may take you.
Just be honest with yourselves in terms of your strengths and weaknesses. It's okay to have things that you need to work on as a person and in the professional setting. Everybody's going to have that. Just when you make that list, just highlight those weaknesses and focus on projects and opportunities that are going to help you grow and become more confident in those areas. When you are able to identify them, you're also able to speak on them and how you combated them. So that'll make you more marketable if you try to move jobs within the company or you're trying to leave the company and pursue a different opportunity.
My biggest piece of advice to everyone right out of school is to be a sponge and always look for ways to learn new things. The truth is, you're the most junior and least experienced person on your team or in your company, and the number one part of your job description at first is to learn, but also be self-sufficient where you can. Ask a ton of questions, but also try and find an answer before going to your boss. Google it, ask your peers, look up the answer in one of the textbooks that you kept because you didn't want to sell it back for $3. Go to your supervisor with a list of questions, not just one, and propose solutions, or at least show them that you cared enough to try and find an answer before asking. Also, understand that no task is below you, and everything you're asked to do is a chance to learn or see something new. I was a manager at EY in my 6th year there, and I'd take my turn just like everyone else going to pick up coffee for the team because I enjoyed getting to spend a few minutes away from my desk, not having to think about work for a bit.
I would say the biggest piece of advice from me to you is personal. It's not going to be a professional piece of advice, and that's going to be to get a routine. Whether you like working out, whether you like dieting, whether you have hobbies or interest on the side, when you get into the workforce, it's going to grab you and it's going to keep pulling you. And those 40 hours a week are going to turn into 50. And sometimes those 50 are going to turn into 60, especially if you add on a commute and you add on other responsibilities and you take that promotion or you take that opportunity with a peer. It is going to start to drag you down. So what you need to do is you need to set a baseline and say, listen, I need these many hours a day. I need these many hours a week for my personal health, for my mental health. And at the end of the day, that is the only way you're going to protect those two factors, is by building that into your routine and building it into your schedule. One thing we do all the time in college is load our plates until they fall. We really push ourselves to the end. And it's cool because you can do that for 4 years, but you can't do that every single day, day in and day out, or you will get drained and you will get burnt out. So even for the go-getters, even for those people that are in 3 or 4 different clubs and maybe you play a sport, I would say get on a routine, find out what's important to you, and then set that time aside before you make any decisions about your career.
When you first transition into work, you might find yourself getting into a routine of going to work, going home, eating dinner, and maybe watching a show or something like that, and then going to bed. And that's a perfectly good routine, perfectly normal and acceptable. But I think a tough transition is, for me personally, I think you'll find for a lot of you, is that we're used to being really stimulated at college. We're used to being really involved and active at all times of the day. So to transition out of that and just work 8 hours a day, go home, and then basically go to bed, so something I found really tough, and I think some of you will see that same challenge. So what I challenge each and every one of you to do is to find something interesting to do after work, I should say, as well. I think you'll find it to be very fulfilling, very rewarding, and really just keep you engaged in your day-to-day life outside of just the weekends.
After 4 years of living down Main Street from your best friends in your whole world, you're not going to live right next door to each other anymore. And that was something that was super hard for me to accept after living with AKPsi brothers, after living with my best friends, after being able to just walk out the door in Choate and walk down to Kate's together. You have to make time for your friends, and they won't just be right down the block. So, remember to text your buddies, and even just a, hey, what's up, on your day off, or, on your way to work, is a really good way to just stay in touch with everyone. It's really nice to have a support system and feel like you can have someone to talk to if you are going through a rough time. So I highly recommend just keeping in touch with as many people as you can.
Just keep in touch with everybody, especially during this time. It's really helpful to make sure that you're keeping in touch with people, reaching out to people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, and then just still make those memories, because you're going to cherish them forever.
I know this is cliche, but don't lose sight of who you are. Stay close to your friends and your family. Continue to build your passions and your hobbies, and say yes to unique experiences, because those are the ones that you're going to look back on and be like, wow, that was a really valuable moment for me.
99. Oh, hey AKPsi. Didn't see you there. So apparently your VP of Alumni Relation, she reached out to us with Wise Alumni, trying to get some good advice. Me and Derek, we got plenty of that. So one thing I will say is, don't be too hard on yourself, especially after college. You know what I mean? A lot of people have like a 5 to 10 year plan. You take your first job, you think, this is what I want to do, this is what I studied in college. A lot of times it's not how it works out, You might, take your first job and realize you don't love this, or maybe, this industry isn't for you. That's okay. Don't feel like you have to stick to a plan. Stay adaptable, have fun with it. If you're not having fun, then what's the point?
No matter what role that you're starting in, and no matter what organization you're starting with, don't be afraid to make an impact right away.
Make relationships outside of your team. It's so important, because in a lot of companies, I feel like they can be so siloed, but you definitely want to understand the different inner workings of how the teams connect as well. And that also makes it easier for you to hop teams if you need to switch at any point, you want to switch. There's also so many things within a company that you won't really know about until you learn about them. So take every chance that you have to create a personal relationship, and also just meet every single person you can as soon as you can in your company.
Ultimately, just create your own opportunities and just make it happen. If there's a cool initiative or a project that you're interested, you want to get some exposure at work, make it happen with your manager. You want to see some friends, people you miss, you say it over and over again, just book a ticket, make a weekend, make that phone call, and just, make sure you keep up with those that you really feel are important to you.
As some advice for entering the real world, I guess, is to just go in and be yourself. I think really having your personality shine through in whatever work you end up doing goes a long way and is actually so appreciated.
You want to be reliable, and some quick tips that way. If you get an email saying somebody wants this deliverable by the end of the week, asking about it, what's the status, and you don't know, respond right away. That's my biggest tip. Respond right away. Hey, I'm looking into this. I got receipt of your email. Let them know that you're not just leaving them in the dark, Let them know that you're taking action and that you're actually looking into this, and get back to the person. Make sure you get back to them, because it's easy to say, all right, I'm looking into this, and then a week and a half passed, and you're like, holy shit, you're about to go to sleep, and you remember you didn't send that email to Bill, and Bill's about to fucking cut you. All right?
I'm sure you've heard it all year long from our amazing U-Dance chairs already, but the most important piece of advice I can give you as you start your careers is to be positive. You're all so smart, talented, and capable, and your employers know that about you already. That's why they hired you. They're going to expect that you bring your A game to work every single day, and they'll notice the good work you do, but being positive is what's really helped me stand out among my peers.
Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Your first job is going to be one that maybe you feel like you're overqualified for. Maybe you feel like you've done a lot more than what they're giving you the opportunity to do in that role. And every day you got to be hungry. You have to be ready for that next role. You have to be ready to try to do more than what's expected of you. That's how I felt, and I went into my role and I could basically every single day hit the nail on the head without much effort. And that's not what they want to see. They want to see that you're going to take that role, you're going to embrace it, and you're going to build upon it. And they want to see what can come out of that, and that's what's going to get you to that next level. So I would say just take a minute and don't let it hit your ego. Don't think, wow, I could be doing so much more. Wow, I could be really impacting these many people or this many things if I was given another option or given another responsibility. Just take it in stride, work through it, and those type of responsibilities will come.
You're gonna go into a new office or a new job and not know anyone, and that can definitely be scary, but take the time to go to happy hour, meet with your coworkers when you're off or when you're done with work. They're also going to be your support system for your job. They're going to give you a little reassurance when you are having a bad day or need someone to lean on. So, make friends at work. They're not replacing your old buddies. They're not replacing anyone who, you've spent so much time with the last 4 years, but you're going to be in a new pool of people, and it's really important to be friends with some of your coworkers.
The coworkers that when, you have a stressful presentation or a project isn't going as well as you thought, they can joke around with you. You can lean on them. Find your friends at work, because they are so important. They make going to work fun. They make going to work just exciting, and it kind of becomes like a little bit of a family. They're also the people you go to happy hour with, so you need that.
Don't be afraid to take risks and to step outside your comfort zone. Weigh the pros and cons of a decision, then stick with it and never look back.
I think one of the biggest things is transitioning what you consider success, and really the time frame of what you consider success. Moving that scope out from merely a couple of weeks, a couple of months, finishing a class, getting a certain grade, out to a few years. It's harder to do just because there's so much uncertainty. But mapping out your future 2, 3, 5 years in advance is gonna be what really sets you apart from some of your peers. While setting a goal 2, 3 years in the future might seem difficult and unattainable, it's the work you put in every day, kind of building that foundation for success.
You're gonna make mistakes those first few months on your job. Forget those. Don't worry about it. You might look like an idiot sometimes. Everybody makes mistakes, but it's how you learn from them and grow from them. And just forget it and move on and stay positive. Another thing is you're going to find yourself having a lot of free time on the weekends and after work. Make sure to find time for yourself to stay in that positive mental state, whether that's cooking, lifting. Obviously that's what we do a lot here at 193 Halliday. There you go. Or whether it's just going for runs on the weekend or trying new recipes, just meeting new people. It's great.
Take up knitting.
Oh, why not? Basket weaving, underwater
Yeah,
basket weaving.
yeah.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
new wave.
Remain positive. There will be some days or some tasks that are mundane or not as exciting as others, but really keep that positive attitude with you and take it with you to work each day, because that becomes so infectious to your coworkers around you and really makes you rise to the top.
I would say you got to embrace the challenge and embrace those new experiences. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to learn. It's not always the easiest thing, but down the road, I think if you don't take on those things head first, you're going to regret it and you're going to fall behind of where you could have been. And I know this is true for a lot of people, but the first job, the first whatever comes next for you guys isn't your forever. So take each day, learn as much as you can, put that into play as you keep going. But again, it's not the only thing you're going to do for the rest of your life. So don't look at it like that. Look at it as learning experiences and an opportunity to grow.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. You are going to go into your jobs not knowing everything, and no one expects you to know everything. You're never going to know everything. By asking questions, it shows that you actually are willing to learn and want to succeed. So don't ever be afraid to seek help from a leader or a coworker.
Just question everything. What is the goal of doing this? Why did we implement it this way? Is there any efficiency breakdowns that I should know about? Just ask every single question that you can. There's no stupid questions. It's ultimately going to make you have a stronger understanding, and it's going to help you remember it. And I also think it just is going to show dedication to the company and whatever role that you are in, because you're going to try to be learning it inside out as well as trying to improve it from your first day.
Anything you put your mind to, you could fucking achieve it. That's the biggest thing. And there's always going to be people that are be like, oh, that's stupid. You can't do that. Why would you do that? YOLO. You only live once.
Something that I wish I knew before graduating college is that working full time is going to suck a little bit. And that's just kind of reality. But keywords a little bit. So it's not all bad. It's really cool because you actually have like more than $200 in your bank account and you can go see all these crazy places across the world, go visit your friends that are working or doing grad school in different parts of the country. And you get to just do a lot more things that are actually seeing life versus, just staying in New York, Delaware. So a lot of cool things to look forward to.
One piece of advice that I wish I knew post-grad is that you're going to be a little further from friends now that we're moving away and you're moving home or wherever you are moving. It's going to take a little extra effort to stay in touch with the people you want to stay in touch with. It's easier to walk 10 minutes to a friend's house in Delaware, when in reality now you have to take more time to plan these things and really just make the extra effort. And it's really worth it to maintain those friendships. I'm living in Boston, living at my home, and I'm far away from a lot of people, but if you seize the day and use all 24 hours, you're able to make anything happen. And that's really worth it to stay in touch with the people you really care about.
A lot of the PowerPoints you make in college and professors tell you to make them are definitely not how you make them in real life. Are definitely more than 3 bullets, definitely more than 3 words per bullet. They're more full of graphics such as like charts, tables, and different ways of depicting those charts and tables. And then there's like a paragraph or 2 explaining what's going on in that chart or table.
I wish I could go back and tell myself was when you start work, just walk in that office and be yourself. I know that we put such an emphasis on being professional, and while that's important, it's also really important just to be very personable and create those relationships with your coworkers, your manager, your boss, pretty much everybody that you're going to be in direct contact with. Life gets so busy, and there's going to be days that you're going to need to take a half day. You're going to need to obviously take off, and it sounds silly, but just be honest and open with them, and then that way you guys can build that personal relationship as well as the professional one.
I wish I knew how much it sucks working in a building for 8+ hours a day. That really forces you to realize that your hobbies and your interests and the people outside of work actually are very, very important. You want to find that balance between the two, that work-life balance, and it's different for everyone.
Let's talk about work-life balance. I don't know that I figured this one out yet. I think that the start of a new job, we all want to make a great impression. Know when it's a good opportunity to go in on your day off or get a little extra work done. make a really good impression in front of your boss. Those are all important things to do right off the bat. Look for those kind of opportunities to make a splash. But at the same time, know when you need to kick back. It's just like when we get busy or stressed at school, we know how we need to stress relief. So don't be afraid to not be a workaholic when needed, and have a drink and meet up with friends and relax and go on a little vacation for 2 days, even if you don't have a full week yet.
You're about to get into this whole new world of working, and you want to stand out and you want to work as hard as you can. And it's just definitely can be overwhelming. I know a lot of young professionals struggle with work-life balance, myself included, especially when I first started. It's really easy to just work because you want to further your career, but just make sure that you are taking those vacation days and asking for those up front from your manager, and being really good about work-life balance, and not taking your work home with you too much and stuff like that, because you'll just burn out, and you're here for a long time in the working world. So definitely take it slow.
So the biggest thing I wish I knew when I was a senior and about to graduate is that it's okay to move home. So I personally was feeling some anxiety to move home. Living on my own for the past 4 years, how's it going to be be back where I grew up? But it's truly benefited me in a lot of ways, and I have loans to pay, so the financial benefits of staying home have been worth it. And as I mentioned earlier in my video, if you're willing to make the effort to see people on weekends and go visit places, and then just make plans around you, it's certainly not that bad of a transition. And if you're between the two options and feeling anxious about it, I can tell you firsthand it really isn't as bad as you think it's going to be. I've really enjoyed being home as much as I look forward to moving out soon. There's been so many benefits that I wouldn't trade, and I would do it all the same again.
So congrats to all the Choi Dynasty seniors, and special shout out to my fiercely female line, Bambi, Angie, and Jenna. I love you all so much, and you make me proud every day. Congrats on graduating and entering the real world. We're all so proud of you.
Do want to give a special shout out to my sister Maddie. You're going to kill it at Notre Dame next year. Go Irish. For the rest of you guys, stay safe. I'm really sorry to hear the senior year is ending the way that it did, but, many great things to come for you guys. Take care. Love you.
So I just wanted to give a little special shout out to my littles, Maddie Bebow and Jesse Alba. I love you guys. I hope you're doing well, and know that you and all the rest of all of you have my back, and if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I love you guys.
I've gotten to know all of you very well over the number of years, a lot of you becoming my best friends, and so we're really excited to see what you guys do with your career. Can't wait for you guys to join the Alumni Network. I know that sounds awesome, but at the end of the day, just wishing you the best of luck. I can't wait to see all you soon.
Remember your support system. You have so many brothers, alumni, family, and friends that are around you that are really here to support you wherever you need it.
So just take a deep breath. You're all very special, talented individuals. It'll all work out. Just relax.
College is great, it's fun, but once you graduate, the party does not stop. Work hard, play hard is a thing. We will help you guys master that, no worries, although you guys are probably better at it than I am at this point anyway.
Try your hardest at work, make a good impression. You are all so smart and are going to be so amazing and incredible in everything you guys do, but it does take some hard work. So remember to have that balance. It's tricky to find right off the bat, but give yourself a chance to do both ends.
So hopefully you guys have a great graduation and everyone stays safe. You've enjoyed your time in AKPsi, but it's not over yet, and the alumni community is here to welcome you in as alumni brothers. Looking forward to seeing everyone at PRA really soon.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I miss everyone, both at Delaware and those that are graduating. I'm proud of every single one of you. You're going to be great. Everyone stay safe, and I look forward to connecting with you guys soon.
Just know this too shall pass, and it's exciting to be in the real world. I mean, there's definitely parts of college I miss, but it'll be different and it'll be good.
So work hard, be proactive, and always ask what you could be doing to help. Accept challenges as they come, and always stay positive. That combo will open doors for you, I promise.
So everybody, congratulations on graduating. Everybody is going through a tough time, but realize it's through adversity that makes you stronger.
Congratulations, you worked so hard and accomplished so much in your time, and hopefully you really got to learn who you are as a person too. So congratulations, my thoughts and prayers are with you as you round out your senior year.
Congratulations, you guys have come so far. I know you were taken away for a couple months and you didn't get to finish off maybe the end of the college experience, but you had 4 incredible years, and just know that we are always here for you.
Best of luck to all of you, and hoping that all of this craziness with coronavirus will be ending soon.
I just want to emphasize that, especially now, I'm sure things feel weird, but this is definitely not the close and the ending, but it's actually the beginning of a new, really cool chapter of your life. 20s are a really interesting space. Still a lot to learn about yourselves, and it's a really cool time. So definitely look forward to it more than anything else. It's super exciting to see what's to come.
Soak up this last bit of time before you start real life working every day, and enjoy yourselves. Remember, life's about having fun.
Congratulations again on all of your hard work and for making it this far. Never hesitate to reach out if there's anything at all that you need or if you have any questions. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hungry to learn, and most importantly, roll hands.
It's okay to be sad or just have weird, unsettling feelings about graduating college, and just know that everyone's going through the same thing or has been through the same thing. So reach out to us, reach out to your senior classmates, and just tell them that you miss them. I'm so excited for you guys. It's going to be so great, and I cannot wait to celebrate. Congratulations. I love you guys so much.
Congratulations, enjoy the celebrations, and welcome to the amazing Blue Hen alumni family.